Hi guys, so like I was saying in the other video, I wanted to bring some of Sabrina's live from this morning where she's talking about people choosing depression. And please hear her out before you jump to conclusions about what she's saying. And let me know what you guys think about what she's saying in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, you're gonna feel sadness when bad things happen, and yeah, you're gonna feel upset when things make you mad. But I think depressive people choose depression, because I think there's so many times that I could have chose depression, right? Especially what I was going through all last year. It was a mess, right? And I didn't choose it. I chose to, like, even through COVID, I could see how this could send you into a depression. But I didn't choose it. So I chose everything opposing it. I chose having taco day. I chose getting up, laying my edges down. I chose I chose doing my hair. I chose, making sure I went to sleep in my flexi rods. Coming from someone that's what I'm saying. So then I don't know. Then I don't know. I just think I've been in a lot of positions where depression, like from losing my child to going to prison to, I just think life is what you make it. I could see depression, like going through sentencing. I could, like having the feds on your heels, like all that kind of shit, like having my first child without his father even being there. All that shit is like shit that just would be like, okay, bitch, this calls for depression right here. And I just chose something different. Like, and I just think that, I think there's strength in choosing. I just think there's strength in choosing. I mean, a lot of people aren't strong. A lot of people, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people, I had a good time in jail. I had a good time in jail. I had an amazing time. It's like a sleepover with a whole bunch of people that I would never choose to sleep over with. Like, we had food on Saturdays, like top bunk. We had movie night. We snuck around the dorm and and had girl talk at night when they cut the lights off. Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was like, I met some people I would have never met before, and it was just really, really cool. Like, it wasn't that bad. When I got out to the yard, right, when I got to prison, so I'm all like, my baby leaving, you know what I'm saying? I'm holding back the tears and that kind of stuff. So I'm like doing, like, what's the name said? I have, like, New York said, like an inner cry. I had just passed my baby. I had just passed my baby off, and I had went in there, and I was just like, I thought it was gonna just go in this cell, and it's gonna be boom. And so when I got out there, I'm like, wow, this is like heaven jail. And I called they let me make one call before I could, like, get, you know what I'm saying, like, before I had my minutes on there. Before I had my minutes, my 300 minutes a month. And when I went out there, this girl was doing the what's the thing called? What's that damn song called? Where everybody be doing? Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know that look with everybody be dancing together. It's like the electric slide, but it's not. You know what I'm talking about? They was on the basketball court doing that. And I'm looking like, what the fuck? Like, bitch. And then the one woman said, oh, do you want to come to yoga? It's at 4. I'm like, what? Slide. That's what it was. I'm like, yep, exactly. Cute. Yep, that's what it was. So, and I called my mom. I'm saying, Mama. She said, what? I said, girl. She said, I know she was probably breaking down in the car because she had just dropped me. She was like, I said, Mom, I'm in heaven jail. She said, what you mean? I said, I'm in heaven jail. This shit is so, like, I just walked out down the yard, and they was doing the motherfucking Cupid. They was doing some kind of little shuffle dance. The one girl walked up to me. She white girl said, hey, do you want to go to the one girl, Tamika, on here? I don't know if she on here. She followed me now. She was locked up with me. She seen I had my R&D shoes and my money hadn't hit my book shit. She gave me some little Asics or whatever, some black little Asics to put on, so I had to wear the lame prison shoes. And like, I was like, Mom. She's like, well, baby, like, man, I mean, they out there playing spades. They out there kicking it. They out there laughing. They walking the track. They doing the shuffle. They got horticulture. They got a whole gardening center where bitches is gardening. And I used to pay the gardener girl. I used to pay her to get me some peppers and onions every weekend. And bitch, I used to cook on the weekends. My homegirl Jay, I don't know if she on here. Jay, if you on here from jail, Jay used to make mackerel rice. My prison guard, she on here too. You on here? My prison guard, she on here too. Regina took my goddamn onion and my pepper one day. I'm still hot about that, Regina. If you on here watching, she got a cake business. She came and spent the night with me in Atlanta one time after I got out of prison. One of my prison guards. But I'll never forgive you, because you'll know how much that shit cost me, probably like $5. She took my damn onion and my pepper. She let me finish cutting up what I was gonna use to cook. But if she took the rest of my shit. That shit was, boy, if I ain't had no kid to worry about, boy, that shit was just different. It's just the monitor movement. I was in more of a higher security prison. But you choose activities to make it better. Yes, I just kind of think that I'm going to say something harsh. And it may be very harsh. And it may be true or false. But I think motherfuckers some people like being unhappy. I said it. I think some people like being unhappy. I think that's where you get your attention at. I think that's where you like people to say, oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What you going through? Da-da-da. I think you like that. And I think that's what I think. And so I think that people like as much shit as I go through, no matter what y'all say about me, you can always say this right here. Make sure you put this on my tombstone. It's 12 to 14 women that have been able to gain justice and speak their truth while my face stayed on the forefront of the fight that I'm in. I've taken all kinds of backlash from fucking fans and this and that and blogs and media and all kinds of shit. But the same token, I took the forefront. Like, I took the front. And the other women are able to deal with authorities and talk to detectives and deal with therapists and that kind of deal on the forefront. My business, my brand, my name, my face card, all on the forefront. And that was a lot. It's been a lot. But I didn't choose depression. I'm saying, I may have, it was, it was some days that was just like, oh God, you end up having a good day, and then by fucking 6 o'clock, some fucking blog done posted. You're like, fuck, God damn, I was just about to turn up. Now I gotta deal with this for the next 2 hours. But no, so I mean, I think that depression is a choice. And that, yeah. And I think that even through COVID, you gotta think, be in the house by yourself. No one could be around you. No one could visit you. A lot of people don't articulate what they need. A lot of people said, Sabrina, what do you need? I said, I need flowers. I heard, hey, my kids that are you at? What? I don't know about shit like that. But I heard you need flowers. I kept saying flowers. Send me flowers. Send me flowers. Send me flowers. Send me flowers. That's all I wanted. Just send me flowers. Send me flowers. Send me so many flowers. What is this girl talking about? Girl, get off my damn page with that weird shit. think when it comes to mental issues that are truly out of control is different. You gotta find your cocktail of life. Sometimes you're depressed, you're broke. You're not depressed, you're broke. You gotta find your cocktail in life. That's what life is about, finding a cocktail that works for you. You gotta find your mix. Your mix of whether you gotta find what makes you happy. You gotta find, like, if walking makes you happy, if eating makes you happy, if you gotta do what makes you happy. You can't do nothing besides that. Just do what makes you happy. You have to find your life's cocktail. Whether it's a glass of wine, whether it's a little bit of weed, whether it's a little bit of CBD, whether it's whatever it is, you gotta find your life's cocktail. Whether it may be a cigarette, maybe it may be exercise, maybe it may be, a little bit of retail therapy, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just find you a healthy balance of it. Not too much of anything is crazy, right? But just find you a healthy balance of just what I'm saying, of just what works for you, and that's it. For a while, looking for you in the big shop. I mean, you gotta do, like, skinny don't make a lot of people happy. And fat don't make a lot of people depressed. It don't. Like, some people not depressed. Like, me personally, I've been the biggest I ever been. And I also been the happiest I ever been, too. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I really enjoy. I ate through the fucking pandemic. Bitch, I ate the pandemic up. I ate that bitch up. But I've learned to love. I love skinny Sabrina. I love fat Sabrina. I love cellulite Sabrina. I love broke Sabrina. I love confused Sabrina. I love COVID positive Sabrina. I love yeast infection Sabrina. I love bacterial vaginosis Sabrina. I love high blood pressure Sabrina. I love every single one of them. I love that bitch. I fuck with her. I fuck with her. Like, I'm okay. I fuck with her. That's my dog. I fuck with that bitch for real. I love drunk her. I love stupid her. I love angry her. I love I love high her. I love the one that, I love when she make mistakes. I love it when she right. Like, I love it when she wrong. I'm just okay with that bitch. Like, I fuck with her for real. And that's what you gotta just start do. You gotta fuck with you. Just start fucking with you. And I think you so worried about how these people don't like you no way. They don't like you no way. They don't like you no way. They don't like you rich. They don't like you broke. They don't like you no damn way. And when you realize, I know, like, a lot of people that follow me, y'all motherfuckers don't like me no way. You don't like me. You don't like me with 2 followers. You don't like me with 200,000 followers. You don't like me with a blue check. You don't like me without a blue check. You don't like me. You don't like me with pretty high. You don't like me with pretty motherfucking low. You don't like me. So, but I don't give a shit. You see what I'm saying? That's your fucking problem. That's your problem. And so you cannot, like, for girls out here who are dealing with depression, you just got to choose not to be depressed. Like, if it's crazy and radical as it sounds, it's that fucking simple. That so many times we die, we come and go because we make just the simplest shit so fucking complicated. This shit, like, life is fucking simple. You want some money? Work. You want to lose weight? Exercise, diet. You want to be happy? Do the shit to make you happy. You want to be sad? Do the shit make you sad. You want to be you want to be stupid? Don't read, don't learn. This shit is simple. You want real estate? Figure out how to buy real estate. You want to start a business? Fucking research how to start a fucking business. This shit is not that fucking deep. Everybody try to complicate shit so deep. Like, even the guy I'm dating, he try to complicate everything. Like, I'm like, bro, like, you're not in the streets no more. Like, this is not 1990 something. Like, bro, just chill out, relax, and learn. Pivot. Pivot. But so many people just want to be so, like, to make everything so fucking complicated when life is just really fucking simple. This shit is simple as shit. It's so fucking simple. Like, it's simple as fuck. Don't want people in your business? Don't tell nobody your business. Like, this shit is so fucking simple. Like, it's really, really simple. Like, and I just couldn't imagine. Like, life is already hard enough. And then to add just more complication, more conflict that don't even really fucking exist besides in your head. When you realize how powerful your mind is and you just be like, you know something? Everything exists in my mind before it exists in my reality, right? So every single thing you are exists in your mind before. There's nothing in your brain. You're not even smart enough. We're not even smart enough to think of things that we can't bring into fruition, whether it's good or bad. It doesn't happen. So if I could just think of a fucking like flying dog, right? There's no way that I could think of that. And then I can't like really work hard to kind of manifest the flying dog, right? But let's just think about this. Take it a step further. Every single thing that you have in your possession, whether it's this iPhone, whether it's your social media account, whether it's this robe, whether it's a job, whether it's a particular car, it existed in your mind before it existed in your physical. So when you realize that every single thing about you exists in your mind first, that depression exists in your mind. Okay, let me just be sad. Let me cry. Let me this. Let me that. And then you choose those things. But then you keep choosing those things over and over and over again. Because at some point it becomes a safe space. It becomes a space of familiarity. You're familiar with depression. Like, I think that even with black people, I think we're familiar with poverty. I remember when I was leaving court. And my Daniel Kane, if you're on here, shout out to you. My attorney, Daniel Kane, we were walking down the street on Peter Street. And I was leaving federal court. And I just got sentenced. And I was pregnant. I remember walking down the street in front of the Glam Bar. And I was about to walk in. And his building was a little bit further down the street on the other end of Peter Street. So we were walking to the middle. We were talking. He said, so what are you going to do now that you're broke? And I said, shit, I know what to do more from this position than I do. I didn't know what to do rich. Bitch, I know what to do broke. I didn't know how to be rich. So what I'm saying is, when I repeat those words back to myself over a decade later, is that poverty, like you get what you're used to. No matter what you do, you have to push yourself to the next level to make more money, to make more headway, to make more happiness. You got to push yourself. But no matter what you do, like no matter what I do, I don't care if I clean houses, right? I'm going to figure out a way to make the amount of money I'm used to making, even cleaning houses. If I decide I want to sell cakes tomorrow, if I say, hey, I'm about to open a cake business, I'm about to make cakes, and no matter what it is I do, I'm going to be able to make the amount of money, the base amount of money I'm always used to making, right? Like if you do something, you're used to 30,000 a year, used to 50,000, used to 40,000 a year, you used to 100,000 a year. No matter what you do, you're gonna always. I don't care what you're doing, whether if you sell pretty high, if you sell fucking whatever, you're going to be able to make that amount of money because you're accustomed to that. It's gonna take a new you to push you past that. It's going to take another version of you to push you past that. So you got to think about that as mental health too, right? If you used to being unhappy, that's a safe space for you. Like, and it's fucked up to say. A lot of people's safe space is unhappy. A lot of people's safe space is depression. A lot of people's safe space is confusion. You have to work hard to even remove yourself from that space because it's just a safe space from you. Like, so like, I had like, my hometown is a safe space for me. So being in my home, being in Atlanta's a safe space for me. No matter what happens. That shit's so cheap. The bill's so cheap. Bitch, I could drive Rolls Royces out there, motherfucker, goddamn. Listen, and pay all my bills in one day. Easy. Easy. Got support, have an amazing support system for my child. I could drop that nigga off on every damn near. It's not damn near a 3-mile radius I can go without being able to have a drop off point for my son. If something came up, like I need to do this, boom, drop him here. Need to do boom, drop him, boom. To get uncomfortable. Man, this shit high as motherfucking goddamn giraffe puss out here. This shit ain't no motherfucking joke. But I'm not about to. I would never. This 2020 Tracy said to me yesterday or day before yesterday, one of them damn days. This is called 2020 you. It's not 2022. It's 2020 you. Hey, Kansas City. Hey, model boy, I love you. It's 2020 you. That's what year it is. It's 2020 you. 2020, all the things that all 2020 you. It's all about you this year. It's all about your mental health. What makes you happy. You know, that's what it's about. On a daily, how many times motherfuckers been provoking me to try to enter negative chats with them? Do y'all know that? Do y'all know every day I'm provoked into... every single day when I come on Instagram or social media, X, Y, Z, I'm provoked to enter in some sort of... I'm provoked. And I just... I don't answer the chat. I play that shit real Michelle Obama. I let them hoes have it. Y'all can have that. Y'all can talk about that. Y'all can think about that. Y'all can gossip about that. Y'all can cry about that. But what I'm going to do over here on 12578 Sabrina Lane is, bitch, focus on my baby and my brand. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on my baby and my